Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to focus on meals that are 15 minutes or less. So I find that people tell me all the time, I wish I could eat healthy. I wish I could incorporate more veggies in my diet. I wish I could eat more fruit, but I just don't have the time. There is always going to be days where, you don't have enough stuff at home. You haven't gone shopping, whatever the case is. So just try to do your best on those days and make the best choices if you have to get something that's, made outside of your home. But for the most part, I think most of us can make a better effort in getting our meals done, and it does not have to be a big ordeal. So most of my meals are 15 minutes or less. So if you guys like to see 15-minute or less meals, then let me know, because I do usually cook all my meals in like less than that time. So it doesn't have to be complicated. You can get a lot of veg in your diet if you just incorporate simple things like soup in your diet, smoothies in your diet. You can just get all of that nutrition in, and really, you can focus on doing like long complex meals on weekends if you have weekends off, and just focus on the basics. And also what I find really helpful is cooking ahead of time. So my Instant Pot is always full of potatoes or rice. All the time. I also pre-make my sweet potatoes. You're going to see in this video, I pre-made my sweet potatoes the day before I actually needed them, so that I have them in the fridge. They're ready to go, and I don't have an excuse. I can heat it up, put lots of veg with it, and my meal is done. It does not have to be complicated. It's really, really easy actually. So when we overcomplicate things or we don't pre-make things, that's when things get really, really stressful. So I work a ton of hours. I have many, many, many kids. I get you when you say that you are so busy you don't have time. I understand. But if you pre-make things, it will literally change your life. So in Instant Pot cooking, a whole bunch of potatoes is not going to be you slaving away in the kitchen. It's literally wash your potatoes, put them in, get them cooked. Once they've cooled off, throw them in a huge Ziploc bag or big container in your fridge. They are ready to go. Anytime you feel hungry, anytime you don't know what to eat, you have at least your potatoes pre-made. All you have to focus on then is all of the veg that you want to incorporate. So these meals that I'm going to show you guys are made in honestly under 15 minutes. Very, very, very easy. So I make my smoothie in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I have a whole bunch of nutrition. I am downing it and off I go because I'm in a hurry. So fruit. Fruit is a great snack to have whenever you're out, whenever you're busy. It doesn't take any planning or work. You don't have to really do much. You just have to discard your peels and whatnot. So if you're on the go in the car, keep a Ziploc bag, keep all your peels in there, and that way when you get home you can just throw it in the organic bin. That's what I find useful. So I mean, there is a way. So fruit is honestly the best snack. I also find, I'm going to show you guys in the video, that things that are really simple. So if you eat nuts, you can always bring some nuts. Sorry, my dog is like snoring in the background. Bulldog life, If you eat nuts, you can go ahead and pack some nuts, because that's going to give you a lot of protein. But I prefer to have chestnuts because they are really healthy and really, really low in fat. And Portuguese culture, I grew up eating chestnuts. It's a normal thing. We eat chestnuts all the time. I love chestnuts. So I like to buy them at the dollar store just because it's cheap. They're already peeled. They're already roasted for you. And it's a really good snack. So I'll show you guys that in the video as well. And now my cat's coming. Like Ace Ventura's house. Okay, so as far as your starches, I'm gonna say the healthiest and best way is to stick with potatoes and rice. Sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, whatever potatoes you got, and rice. So you can also eat things like buckwheat. You can eat things like farro. There's many different things. Quinoa, if you like quinoa. But basically stick to those things. But potatoes and rice are usually my go-to. That's what I always stick with, especially potatoes. I used to be more the rice person, but now I'm transitioning to be more the potato person. We change, I guess. I don't know. Aside from the potatoes and the rice, I do use noodles a lot. Why? Because everyone likes noodles. I just find the healthiest version that I can find. So I'm going to show you guys a soup, and I'm incorporating noodles in. So noodles shouldn't be a staple every day, but you are going to need something else just to jazz up things. I'm going to show you guys my 15 minutes or less meals. Super easy, very nutritious, and you can pack so many veggies in them. So again, I'm going to remind you guys, I prefer to have rice and potatoes, but Always remember that you can pick a really healthy pasta to throw in your meals throughout the week, or a healthy noodle as well. There are many really healthy options out there. You just have to be able to look, read your labels, and familiarize yourself with different varieties of noodles and pasta that are a healthy alternative. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so I have this new mix, a tropical twist, and it's just a blend of dragon fruit, mango, strawberries, and peaches. And I was able to get this in my grocery order from Sobeys. And yeah, it looks like it will be a good mix. I'm gonna put some bananas with this and just make my morning smoothie. I'm gonna put spirulina and some extra spinach in there. What else? I think that's it. And that's gonna be my breakfast. I'm just using my lemon water cup for my smoothie because I'm running out of mason jars. I started using my mason jars for all my tea blends from the backyard, and like they're all being used up. So now I'm saving jars from like pasta sauce and stuff and reusing that, and that seems to work really well. And that way I have some extra jars at home. So I didn't put the spinach in because I want to save it for my son's smoothie after school. I do have to go to the grocery store. It's pouring rain right now. I mean, better than snow, and it's not that cold, so I can actually head out. I did get my grocery orders, but I didn't think we were going to go through so much spinach, so we need more. We always need more, you know? So I just put a greens powder. I do have a couple different greens powders that I use. Whatever is usually on sale at like Healthy Planet that's vegan, I usually pick up, and that way I get like an added boost of nutrition sometimes when I feel like I need it. Usually that's on work days because I know I'm going to need that extra nutrition for those long shifts, and it'll give me some more energy so that I can hit the gym later as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna have my morning smoothie. I had my lemon water, so that is what I'm doing. Very simple, very easy. Just water for the blending in my smoothie. You can use milk if you want to, but I prefer just to use water. Okay, so throughout the morning when I was hungry, I decided to just grab whatever fruit that I had on hand. It's just quick and easy. It's really easy to just pick some fruit and be on the run with it. That's why I like having a whole bunch of fruit at home, a variety. And these are my usuals that I go to all the time. Apples are really easy. And of course, bananas are easy. And then we have clementines, and we also have oranges. I do have a pineapple that I'm going to be eating tomorrow. So a variety is what I try to keep at home. And then I like these chestnuts because they're ready to go and they are roasted and in a bag, and just really simple and quick and easy, so I can open it up and snack on it with my fruit or have some dates, and I'm good to go. So for a really simple and quick and easy dinner, I really like pre-making my sweet potatoes and also my regular potatoes and just having them on hand. So I like roasting them usually the day before, and that way they're roasted and they're in the fridge and I just have to heat them up for my meals. So this is my preference. I prefer sweet potatoes like this, just baked old school in the oven, 400, and I do it for like an hour and 20 minutes or so, and they are good to go. So I'm just putting some veg in a frying pan with water, just some mixed veggies that I get from Costco, and I also have my cauliflower. This is just a riced cauliflower, and I added some seasonings, and I put a bed of lettuce in my bowl first, and then I put my veggies and my cauliflower, everything on top, and I heated up my sweet potato, and this is a perfectly healthy and delicious dinner, and it was so simple and very quick to whip up. This took me 10 minutes because I just heated up my little potato and just made that little sauteed vegetable mix, and I just have lettuce in the fridge. So really quick and easy. You just need some go-to meals like this that you can prepare really quickly. That way you don't turn to unhealthy choices.
So I'm just making a quick and easy soup. It's pouring rain and it's a little chilly, but it's not bad outside actually. I'm using this Better Than Bouillon. This is oil-free if you get the normal version, not the other flavors. And then I have some mushrooms that I can use up because, you know, that immune health, keep us strong and healthy during the winter. And then I'm gonna throw in spinach because I bought a whole ton on clearance. And so now I have a lot of extra and I can go ahead and make a few smoothies today and also make salad and soup, and I still have a lot. Just have the bouillon in there. I'm gonna give it a mix and throw in some veg. So I have some, it's like a pepper medley, and there's garlic in it and that's oil-free. I put that in there. There's oregano, parsley, and some onion powder. And then I'm gonna search for some garlic powder, throw that in as well. So these are the noodles that I'm gonna be using. I just picked these up. So this is buckwheat noodles, and I believe it was like $5.97 for this. And there's a whole bunch of bundles in here. I'm gonna use 2 for my soup. It's like really heavy. It's a really big package. So they come like this in like little bundles. Okay, so if you wanted to, you can go ahead and add some salt. I just put my herbs and some garlic powder and onion powder. And then just like a pepper medley. Like I said, it's dry. And yeah, that is it. You can put a splash of soy sauce if you want instead of the salt to add some extra flavor too. But I remember I added that bouillon. So yeah, should be great. I added broccoli, cauliflower, and of course the mushrooms, and the mushrooms really give it a nice flavor as well. And then the buckwheat noodles. So it's delicious on a nice rainy day. I just need something cozy and warm, but I will take the rain versus all the snow any day. So I'm gonna sit and enjoy this. So I always put my spinach in my bowl and then I add my soup to it because I don't like it super wilted and it just turns into nothing when you put it into the pot. So if we're immediately eating it, all of us, I'll put it in the pot and then we'll eat it right away. But if not, then I just put it into my bowl and put my soup in, and that way I get some extra veg and some extra leafy greens. And yeah, I love spinach. I eat it in pretty much almost all my meals. So yeah, it's a great way of adding some extra veg in whatever meal you're having. And that way, you know, it's not just, you know, the noodles or the rice or the potatoes. You need to make sure you're getting enough of the veg in. And so I already have a ton in here, but I just want to take it a step further and add even more. Sorry, my oven is beeping, and add even more. And that way I am covering all the bases. Okay guys, I don't even feel like I need any salt or anything. I just have just that broth in and the flavoring from the veg, and it's so delicious. So maybe it's too many noodles, but 1 pack was too little for like that big pot, and 2 seems like too much, but whatever. They're really good noodles actually. The buckwheat is really delicious. I can whip up this meal in no time at all because rice and veg is super easy. I have rice all the time in my Instant Pot ready to go. I have greens in the fridge that I always have on hand, and all I have to do is get some frozen veggies and water saute those with some seasonings, and my meal is complete. I do the 50-50 plate like Dr. McDougall suggests in the starch solution, and I'm also having a reishi in place of coffee, and that is my complete meal. Super delicious and easy. So in the evening, I like to wind down and just watch a video or read something and just have a nice tea. So I have usually just different blends, but if I am buying it in the store, then I use this company's tea since they have such a wide variety of teas, and they're all super healthy and delicious. And I like the little messages on the tea bags too, super cute.
So yeah, just had this and just called it a night, just relaxed.